weapon, and both sides use these. Here at Kings Mountain, the predominant weapon on the top of the hill by the Loyalists was the musket, whereas the Patriots down here on the bottom were more typically armed with the rifle, and I'll tell you about that next.
Take a look at it. Kind of see the comparison between the two. One is a little bit heavier made than the other. The barrel in this, what we call rifle, there's a groove that twists up the barrel. You pack this a lot tighter. It takes about a minute and a half to load this once. The tighter I can load it, the more accurate the shot. That keeps most of the fire behind it, push it out. So I use cloth over the ball, push it down. That's going to take a long time. Another problem with this is I don't have anything to put a bayonet on. The militia have the reputation of taking a shot and running. The reason is because he can run 50 yards with that bayoneted rifle, that musket, faster than I can reload. So if I'm still here messing around and he comes up to me, I'm finished. So I'm going to run and reload as I'm moving. So that's one of the differences. This also is designed for hunting. This is 55 caliber. I'm told 55 caliber, if you know what you're doing, will take down any animal in North America. Now what's going to happen in this part of the country is as we take out the bigger game, caliber is going to drop. 55, 50, 45, 40, 33, whatever, because the game is getting smaller. But at this time period, 55 would be pretty popular for rifles. 55, 45, right in there. This is provided to provide food for my family. The people in the back country are subsistence farmers. They grow enough food to feed their family, but they make their money off of skins, furs. So they'll go out and they'll hunt the mountains and they'll bring it back, and that'll be the lifestyle here for about 100 years. Now the way I'm dressed, this would signify that I'm an American-born soldier. I've got the green or the blue trim. This says that I'm an American, I'm a colonial, born here, but yet I've enlisted in the English military. Most of the men who fought on this mountain were militia, whether they were loyalists or whether they were patriots. And the militia looked pretty much the same. Except for a little piece of paper or sprig of a spruce, you couldn't tell them apart. There's only about 120 men dressed like us in their red coats. And all that meant was we were professional soldiers, American-born. As far as I know, the only person who fought here that was not born in the colonies was Ferguson. You had brothers fighting brothers, neighbors against neighbors. This was actually a civil war in the South. This was the first major defeat for the English and the Loyalists in the war. Up until this point, they took everything they wanted. The Battle of Charleston was the greatest military defeat for the Americans up until the Battle of Bataan in the Second World War. 5,000 Continentals were captured at Charlestown. They got here, 2,000 backcountry farmers and hunters. Stood them, defeated them. About a month later, cow pens, we take out another third. 1 year approximately after this battle, defeat takes place at Yorktown. Cornwallis surrenders. So this battle really is a turning point. People of the Carolinas actually gave birth to a new nation, because without these turning battles here in cow pens, there pretty well could not have been a union like we know it. The English hoped to keep the South. If they lost the North, they lost the North. But they wanted to keep the South. So this was a key battle. This is why we try to remember it.
We're going to fire the weapons now. They will be loud. When you hear me say take aim, you may want to cover your ears. Militia, shoulder fire up. Right about on the face.
You're going to notice the gentleman on the third gentleman from the right here is loading with the horn, so he's going to take longer. Oh well, these two are, both of them are loading from the horn.
Good. Good. Over here.
Fire.
Okay, I'm timing it here. 10 seconds. 15. Some of them are ready already. 20. 3, 4, 25. 30. 35, and they got one guy left. So 2 shots a minute for these guys. Hey, you learned some new medicinal.
Fire by file. Make ready.
You might want to cover it, yeah.
Take aim. Fire. Run and load.
See how smoke? Multiply that times 20, 40.
He always gets done first. Which guy?
This guy on the end.
This guy? He
Yeah.
did it like 5 seconds.
He's fast. The guy with the purple hat on, he's loading with a horn, so it takes him longer.
Well, what about the guy in the middle with the red hat?
Take aim. Fire.
Huh? They're not shooting, don't have a ball in there, they just have pellets.
Might be somebody on the trail over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Make ready. Take aim. Fire. Secure. Fire off.
And here we go again.
Right about face. Order. Fire off. And that's our firing demonstration.